your question basically is to understand to how to evaluate EBITDA of a business or the gross profit of a business or the net profit of a business. That is what the question that you have. So how do you evaluate your EBITDA? अगर आपको ये मालूम करना है कि how is the EBITDA of my business this year, first thing what you can do is compare your EBITDA with your competitors. EBITDA, current ratio, any of these metrics that we are going to discuss, compare them with your competitor. So if your EBITDA is 10% of the sales and your competitor's EBITDA is 9% of the sales, you can be happy because you're doing better than your competitor. If your EBITDA is 8%, your competitor's EBITDA is 10%, that means you have a reason to tighten your belt and do something so as to improve your EBITDA. That means you need to work on your sales and you need to work on your COGS. Second thing what you can do is all these companies that belongs to different industry, they have industry association like CII, SOCHM, FICCI and many of them. ECMA, SIAM, Mada Chamber of Commerce. So all these business associations that focus on particular industry, from time to time these business associations do research and they find out the industry norms. So what you can do, you can compare your EBITDA with the industry norm and that will give you an idea as to what your EBITDA is. Third thing that you can do is to compare your this year's EBITDA of your past years. And if your last year your EBITDA margin was 20%, this year your EBITDA margin is 22%, that means this year you are doing better than your last year and vice versa. Fourth thing that you can do, and that is, I'm sure as a business you will be making budgets. Every year before you start the year you would be making a budget. So what you can do, you can compare your budget actual EBITDA with your budgeted EBITDA and that will give you an idea as to whether you are in a good shape or you are in a bad shape. And in case if you are a multi-plant company, so that means you have multiple plants, then what you can do, you can find out EBITDA of all the plants and then benchmark the EBITDA of the plant which is generating the highest EBITDA margin. So whichever plant is generating highest EBITDA margin, that plant must become benchmark for rest of the plants to follow. So this is how you can be able to find out as to how you are performing in terms of your EBITDA. I hope that answers your question.
I have a question.
Yeah, okay, please.
Not